Thank you. Calls and webinars are recorded for stakeholder convenience, allowing those who are unable to attend to listen to the recordings after the meetings. The recordings will be publicly available on the ISO webpage for a limited time following the meetings. The recordings and any related transcriptions should not be reprinted without the ISO permission. We have the following agenda today. We'll talk about the map stage and stage availability, talk about the different initiatives and their timelines for independent 2020 release. We'll talk about the individual initiatives separately. Then we'll also talk about the OMS enhancements and the ADS Phase 3 activation of the new features. And then we'll talk about next steps. Map stage availability can be found on portalmap.kaiso.com. Currently, we have CMRI, UI, and API unavailable from October 30 to 2nd of November. And upcoming maintenance we have on 4th of November, we have OMS, UI, and API brief interruption. Any concerns on the map stage availability? All right, moving on. We have a couple of changes on independent 2020 release market simulation initiatives and timelines. We heard the comments made in the last call about the intertide deviation structured simulation dates, and keeping in mind of when we get the vendor fixes and the holiday weeks of November, the best we could get the date to was on 1st of December, that we can start the simulation and also do the structured scenarios. That gives us a 2-day lead on the previous time frame. Any concerns on this timeline? All right. Then we have EIM 2020 enhancements. We're moving, testing dates will be moved to November 16th to 30th of November. That is one more change. Earlier it was 12th of November, the start date. Now it's been moved to 16th of November. Market simulation settlement calendar is available at the following link below. As we discussed about the intertide deviation settlements project, we are planning to start the structured scenario and the testing timelines between December 1 to December 18, and the structured scenarios on December 1. Please use demo.kaiso.tag.oadi.com to submit tags in map stage environment. And the structured scenarios document is available at the following location. For symmetrical wheeling, we have testing timelines between November 12th to November 30th, and the business requirement specification document is available at the following location. It's not listed here, but we recently posted structured scenario, actually unstructured scenario document on the release planning website for the symmetrical wheeling project. So next time, the next meeting, I'll make sure I include the link also for that here, but you can go on the release planning website and check the document out. Hybrid resources phase 1 testing timeline is between October 26th to November 13th. Business requirement specification document is available at the following link. Commitment cost and default energy bit enhancements. The timeline is between July 27th to November 24th. November 10 is when the new cyber rules will go live. Training document is available at the following link. And the cyber business rules, they were published out on 10/27. The links are available here. For the nodal pricing model project, the testing timeline was between October 6 to October 30. And we did perform the structured scenario between October 20 to 22. The structured scenario document is available at the following link.
Hi, Shuman. This is Chris Van Vactor with SCE.
Hi.
Hi. Do you have a draft final proposal for the NODA pricing model change?
Yes.
I've been looking on your website and I can't find it. That?
Okay. Can you send me a request at marketsim@kaiser.com, and I will reply to that email with the document for nodal pricing model.
Sure. Thank you.
And I would make sure that it is also available on the release planning website. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.
Any more questions on these projects?
Hey, Ashman, this is Adrian. Just to follow up on Chris's question, nodal pricing model, again, if you look at our RUG package, you will find links there to where we specify to the tariff filing. I think that's the information that we have available about that project. There's not a policy item there, so I'm not sure when you say final draft proposal. I'm not sure what is not a kind of policy initiative.
Well, thank you for that, Adrian. I'm a little concerned because, or I'm trying to, you guys are doing some stuff in some pretty big charge codes, and so I'm trying to understand the policy so that I can evaluate if that impacts us at all.
Yeah. There's no policy on in this case, so I think you're right. There's some settlement implication, and we posted in the release user group package. You will find a link that can bring clarity. If not, again, reach out to us, and we can have the conversation directly to help you understand that part. This is a new service. This was done for Pacific Corp, to start with, and then because of the new service, there are some charge codes that affect multiple market participants. But again, if the link that you find,
fine, but if it's a charge code that's changing because you changed your service, shouldn't all market participants get a chance to apply on that?
Again, take a look at the specification we have there, and then
I'll do that.
Again, if we need to have more conversation, we can get the settlement guys online.
Thank you, Adrian, for the clarification. Any more questions regarding these projects? All right, moving on. FRP improvement buffer and min. We performed the structured scenarios for this document, for this project. And the structured scenario document is available at the following link. Energy imbalance market 2020. The testing timeline is between November 16 to November 30. And the BOP and BSAP is currently available in map stage for this project to test out. The unstructured scenario document is available at the following link. Any questions on the project listed here?
Hey, Anshuman, this is Stanley with PCI. Do you guys have any go-live date for the EIM 2020 enhancements? Because I think the previous go-live date was 11/24, I think.
Hi, Stanley. Thanks for the question. So this new shift in the availability of CMRI was just this is the first time that we're communicating it today, and we plan to, by tomorrow's RUG, have an update on what we think would be an appropriate production target. And again, for EIM enhancements, as you know, these features by system can have separate activation dates, and then we'll communicate tomorrow for CMRI. Again, these are new reports that are adopted when ready, so we're thinking it would be probably in December or by the end of the year, but we can communicate more tomorrow, and then look forward to your feedback on if you have any comments or preferences for production activation of those. Okay, so I would just say tune into the rug tomorrow for a production target for that.
Okay. Yeah. No, we're clear on it being kind of being more of a soft cutover. So yeah, that's fine. We were just wondering if you guys had a date already, but yeah, we can plug into rug tomorrow for that. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, thanks for the question.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Trang, for the clarification. Moving on. Settlements Q4 winter release, the unplanned draft configuration output file was posted on 29th of October. This particular draft configuration output file actually changes the granularity of IDS from megawatt to megawatt hour. So that was the change. The draft settlements technical documentation is available at the following link.
Yep. And if we could pause for a moment here also. Chris, if you're still on, I also wanted to add just a couple additional comments before we provide you more responses on your question about the policy for day-ahead nodal. But again, day-ahead nodal is going to be advisory, and so there's no actual financial impact for the settlements changes that are included here in this winter package. So this winter package here for settlements will include the day-ahead nodal changes that are going to be run in parallel, I believe, with the existing charge codes that are impacted with nodal pricing model. So it looks like there's going to be calculations that are advisory for some of those charge codes, but the existing charge codes won't be impacted. And again, we'll provide more information to you based on the email that I just saw you sent to MarketSim, but I wanted to add those comments as well. Okay, so at least we can start with the review of the settlements config documentation to see if that answers some of your questions, and then go into the policy aspect as well for your request.
All right, thank you, Trang. Trang, can you tell us more about the OMS roadmap for 2020?
Oh, sure. Thank you. Okay, so in the technical user group as well as the release user group, we've had the standing slides for the OMS roadmap items. And per the normal process, we would make the changes available in the map stage environment for you that require interface changes on your side, and have you test there and then move to production. So we're pulling that information into the MarketSim presentation from now through, the April implementation of that, the remaining OMS roadmap items. And so first, I'm including this drop that's planned to go to map stage this week. So earlier, Instrument noted that there's going to be a maintenance in map stage on Wednesday for OMS, and that is to make available these interface changes. So you've seen this before. The tech specs were published in August for the full package. This is the set that will be available in map stage. And we're just reminding you here that will be there this week for you to start testing. So another item here that I wanted to call out that will continue to carry on into the release user group and tug is the production targets. So as the map stage targets shifted, so did the production, and we wanted to bring that to your attention just to, again, confirm that your testing schedule for those changes will allow for the production implementation that day. And if there is any additional feedback as far as anybody who's not able to or who has concerns about that production target based on the map stage window, we want to hear that feedback. But this is our plan for this first set here, and this is especially important because for OMS, normally we would implement new APIs and then could cut over when ready, but this change is unique in the fact that when we implement this, even if you are using the existing or legacy version of that web service, you may be required to make a change even if you don't, even if you're still using the legacy version. So again, the tech specs have more information, but I did want to bring awareness to this, and then we look forward to any questions that you have once you start testing there. And then any feedback on the production timeline as well. So Instrument, if you go to the next slide, this will just show the specific web services that are impacted. And again, the map stage and production targets are the same. These are the same changes, just in the a different view. We'll continue to talk through this. We'll have an update on Thursday as far as confirming the availability of these changes in map stage, and then any other feedback that we've gotten from you all on the testing window and map stage before the production target that we have. Okay. All right. So if you have any questions, just submit a city or contact MarketSim, and we'll respond to that. Okay. So on to ADS. You've seen in these slides before, so as a reminder, these have not changed, but as a reminder, starting this Wednesday, every week for an hour, we will have a customer bridge open, and the intent of that is really to understand, for you to contact us to share your ADS adoption plan, so when you plan to cut over and use the ADS new UI and then the API V8 in production, and that again is to ensure our readiness to activate the ADS new features by our target of December 16th. So these will be on the public calendar as well. You've seen customer notices for them, and this is just a reminder that we're going to be available to either answer any questions that you have and or understand and have discussions about your adoption plans for the new ADS in production. And then as a reminder too, we did close the stage environment ADS, ending that parallel operations period, and map stage ADS will remain available with the features enabled for your testing to get ready for that production activation of the new features, indefinitely unless we take a maintenance in that stage. Okay. So I believe that covers this slide and the next two instruments. So you can, I think, go through, I think this slide and the next slide I just covered. So, yep.
Perfect. That's all I also had. We have a next meeting scheduled on Thursday, November 5th. If anybody has any questions or concerns they want to ask this, audience, then please go ahead. Just to remind everyone, if you're asking a question, you can press *6 to unmute yourself. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining the call. We'll see you back again on Thursday.